Oops. All right, I guess I should continue. Good evening, viewers. It's evening time here, and it's nighttime actually here in Africa, Uganda, Kampala. And I'll say good evening, viewers. Welcome to Black Hot Fire Network with Breaking the Matrix with me, Africa Benzi more rare. Now, yesterday I thank everyone who participated. On the topic we had yesterday about feminism among Black people. I wish to continue because nobody's here with me. I don't know if Keith is around. Still nobody's here yet, but let me try to invite somebody. Um, all right, so I'm trying to invite a friend of mine and somebody on the show, but the time. I'm sorry I came late. It was because of power, and my electricity was on and off, and that's why I came in late. But let me try see kid. Um, uh, I don't want to start when nobody's here. I feel like we're gonna miss a lot. Um, okay, now no one is there, but I'll still do continue anyway. So I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everybody for yesterday's show. It was so amazing. I enjoyed it like real. And I read today earlier on African Today show where mosquito was like uh, laughing at me. He said I can't stop laughing when I called and I don't know whatever his name is, but you know being around a lot of conscious brothers, they always use the name like and shaken. So I came to realize that um, I was using, I mean, I read it like that, you know. I didn't know it was a different name. I'm even afraid of mentioning it. I may make another mistake. But actually, thank you very much for watching us. And today we are going to talk about self hate among Black people. And self hate among Black people is very common, not only in Africans in diaspora, but also with Africans in Africa. You know, I somehow feel like I call that mind in slavery, and that's why I call this breaking the matrix. We here talk about facts and consciously awakening some of our brothers and sisters out there who may not be, understanding the game of matrix that we are living in today. So on my shows, I'll be breaking the matrix, of course. I'm talking about reality and what we're supposed to know about a whole lot of things. I'm still not seeing anyone here. And really, is anyone there with me? Okay, I'm seeing two people now. All right. Okay. So when we look, like I was saying before, that African Black people have the tendency of hating. All right, Bob, thank you. Bob Rewards, clap, thank you very much. Self hate is very common among Black people. I mean, when we talk about Black people, of course, there's people, AA, and those in Africa, and all Black people all over the world. Okay. So we come to realize that the media has been one of the reasons that Black people hate themselves. Okay. And then in Africa, I wouldn't say it's media, schools also as well, because I remember when I was in my primary school here, we were told that Black people came from monkeys. So looking at baboons and looking at chimpanzees, the white folk here in Uganda. So when you look at chimpanzees and baboons and all these monkeys, and you're like, my God, that really come from this. So, and then you'll be like, okay, so these other people did not come from this. They are different, so it is us who came from this. So I feel like that starts from a very tender and very early age. And two, our languages now. You will find some parents in Africa punishing their children for not speaking English. Okay, why not speaking English? I mean, why do you even go to school? I mean, why? Sort of things. You understand? So it's like we're not proud of who we are. We're not proud of our languages. We're not proud of what defines us as African and Black people. So leaving alone that I mean, today there is a high rate of bleaching, skin bleaching. Like everybody has to bleach their skin. They don't want to be black. Just okay. There's some people. I don't even know what to say about that because I feel like I don't have a right to talk about someone's choice of whatever they do with their skin. But I mean, if you feel like your skin is not just enough, I mean, of course you hate who you are. So very many women out there come out to bleach their skin, and the excuse is always, about men. And this is gonna be my next topic tomorrow. Men, the reason why women do what they do, like everything. So you guys are gonna be telling me, and the ladies out there are still gonna be talking about it. Well, someone will say, "I do what I do because I love myself. I love who I am, and I want to be like that." But why should you bleach yourself? Because you know what? At a certain extent, even black men also participate in this. In Congo, I'm going to talk about Congo. Well, Congo is just as next to East Africa, it's just a close, it's just a meters away. So Congo, when you look at Congo, Congo is just a class to Uganda. There are a lot of people who bleach from Congo. Even men do that. I feel like maybe in AA people, so in America, I mean, you guys will be telling me that people bleach as well. So when you look at that, okay, why should you bleach? Because you feel like your skin is not, you know, you feel like you're inferior. I mean, here's someone who bleaches, and we are going to look at artists. Let's go down to Tanzania, where most artists have to make videos with light skinned women. That's we call the Afro race. The Afro race women that mix with black people and the Arabs. So you find like he has to make a video. He has to bring that babe in there. He has to bring that light-skinned woman to appear in his video so that he can have a lot of viewers watching. Wow, she's beautiful, whatever it is. So I mean, the self-hate has been not only in that, but in a whole lot of things. I mean, even it's very funny. You may hate yourself, which is so very appalling, and also even other Africans and Black people hate others. There is one Black group I was on Facebook actually. I was in that group for something like 6 months, and I had to leave the group because I was not totally understanding them. This group is full of AA men and women, African American men and women, and from the first day they were fighting each other, you know, fighting. And when they disagree, when someone says something and the other one does not agree with that, it's gonna be war for the entire not even one day, the whole week. Okay, they go on someone's profile, grab the pictures from there, start body shaming that person. Look at his hair, he's like a fish, he's like a word. He's like, oh my god, I'm like, okay, is this the black community we are living in? I mean, so I'm forced to go and check on each and everyone's profile. Whoever commented bullshit, I go and check on their profiles. I'm like, my god, these are 40 years old people, 45, they're grown up. I mean, I'm like, okay, now where is Africa? Where are black people heading to? The hate is just too much. Not only, I mean, to yourself, but also you extend it to your neighbors, which is very, very appalling. I don't know black people. I mean, it's okay. Bob, Bob, thank you very much for watching. And I'm seeing that we two, I have two viewers, but I'm not seeing another comment. Please say hi to me. And Bob says, hello, great topic. Bob, thank you very much. And I will be so very glad if you do participate and contribute to this topic. What do you think? We fight way too much all over the world. Thank you very much. You're right. Bob, you're very right, 100%. And then I feel like at a certain point, I really feel so sorry. And when I look at my brothers and sisters fighting, I mean, I'm like, God, where is the love? Okay, where is the love? I don't know, but that song, I just remember that song. But so you'll be like, okay. And the funniest thing is, I don't know. I'm someone who is very emotional at a lot of things. I'm very emotional about very many things. So when I'm in such kind of groups or when I'm surrounded by such kind of people, I really feel like no, they may cause me high blood pressure. So in most cases, I just feel like, nah, I don't belong here. I don't belong with these people. So, and the funniest thing is like when they're trying to insult each other, I don't know. You feel like they have hate. You can talk to me like in a joking way. Lando says that, hello, Maria. I like the topic very much. Lando, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we can make this topic hard. Where let's try to talk together. Let's try to comment your views and what you think about this topic, the experience you've had with self hate, you know, because in many cases I've seen this not only here in Africa. I'm going to talk about Africa so much. You look at women. I don't want to go the other part of wearing wigs and all this bleaching and all these other things, okay? Because I feel like I'm invading some people's choice and rights to wear whatever they want. But well, you know, TV media, I mean, has the televisions, newspapers, magazines, and all the things have a way of making black people feel so inferior. You know, although you will look at they're trying to advertise, cream, hair products. They have to make sure the woman has that far. I will call it far. I don't know if it's hair. Oh God. So you feel like every woman has to be that. Now they'll bring a magazine showing you men's products, and of course they're gonna be this sexy. They call them sexy, right? Sexy slim babes or whatever it is. But it's very, very, very most 75% of black people, black women are thick and curvy, so you feel like most of them are starving themselves and doing all this kind of bullshit just to make themselves fit in that sexy, whatever they call it. So you see, this whole thing, I mean, it's a very, very appalling and sad um, when it comes to black people and hating themselves, you know. So I came across this. I grew up when I was a very dark skinned girl. So I remember there was a time I was passing where the Buddha guys, Buddha, they are motorcyclists. They drive motorbikes for transport. We pay them cash, and the riders they can either take your goods or you. So I remember that time whenever I would be going to school, I would be like, okay, some Buddha guys would be like, my gosh, she's so dark. And I'll be like, you dark girl. Oh God, she's so dark. So every time I go feel like, my God, I'm not gonna pass over there. I'm just too dark. Those guys are gonna see me. So but so I grew up just like that. And then my family, most of my brothers are light skinned because my mom is like a little bit light. she's brown, I'm gonna say brown or light. So, and then some people be like, well, if you are brown, why is it that your brothers are brown? You must, I mean, if this girl, if you a girl, at least you should be brown. You understand this whole thing. So most of the times I'll feel like, God, I'm really dark. But when I grew up and traveled out to Africa, I said, no, everybody must be so dark. I'm not gonna tell you why I'm saying that, but that's what I felt. And then I felt so proud. And when I started reading about Africa, when I started researching about Black people, I was like, no, this dark skin is not enough for me to be, I feel like I should be more and more deep. Anyway, you know, so, and I'm so very happy nowadays that everyone is waking up to realize that skin has got nothing to do with anything apart from perfect melanin and the strength. So when I studied much about Black people and the melanin, and I said, yeah. So I guess I walk proud with my head so high because I'm dark. And whenever somebody says, okay, this blah blah, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You just don't know why I'm black. I'm black because I'm black, because I'm African. And maybe you're not. So that's so you find me like talking to those other people like that. So please, I'm waiting to read your comments. Comment something, let me know that you're hearing what I'm saying. I mean, I'm like talking to myself, and this whole thing is so. mm, hmm. I can see Lando say that. I read even this. I'm only seeing three comments, guys. Come on, Bob. You said it's a great topic, but you're not contributing. We far way too much all over the world. We are only the three of us in here. But where is Keith? Oh God, guys, are you hearing me? I'm gonna use sign language. Okay, now the topic is good, but where are you? Where is everybody? Hmm, all right. So still, I think others will just find us there. Black is beautiful. Love your idea. Thank you so much, Bob. So yeah, it's not only you know just like, so I was trying to give you an example of this hate, and a lot of people do impart that on other people, on their children. A child grows up is like, no, and I'm supposed, why are my dolls like this? I mean, you buy a doll like for a girl child, and the doll is white, she's having long hair, and tell me why the child shouldn't ask why the babies are babies, like different, you know. Mm. Okay, Land says that Maria, most of our people suffer from Jesus complex that leads to self hatred. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, they feel like maybe they are not. Well, one time I asked the pastor. So I had traveled up country. I remember those days when I was still going for field uh, with kids, Black of Network. I met this pastor. So I asked him a question. So you said that God created Adam and Eve, and again, Adam and Eve are white people. So how come that we're black? They're black people. So you know why I said that black people not humans. So I was like, okay. So he said that's why when Adam and Eve gave birth to two boys, uh, and those two boys had to meet with the ones God did not create as humans, and those were black people. Well, I don't know about that theory because I tried to research about it, and his theory was, well, that this whole Bible thing is so like. Mm. I don't usually understand it, but that's what the man said. So I was like, okay, so you mean the Bible says we are not, we black people are not human beings? Oh, so how do you say that we are not human beings? I mean, we are humans. So it's like asking him, what is hue? A hue, hue, we're coming from humans. And I was trying to say, okay, and man, he said, you don't know what you're talking about. So we ended up fighting or something like that. So when you when you tell me that most people suffering from Jesus complex, and funny, when you visit Uganda, you'll go to a northern part of Uganda, that's Gulu and other parts. There, Jesus is black. Even their churches, the disciples are black. Jesus on the cross is black. Our Virgin Mary is black. And. So, but yeah, because most people feel like, oh, white people come from the lineage of Jesus, I guess. I don't know, but I think so. So that self-hate is really, and it's caused by a hard lot. Lando tells us that it's caused by the Jesus complex. It called it, Jesus complex. Jesus is a very long discussion. I hope we shall discuss it another time. Okay. I listen while you're doing other work. You're doing a good job, Bob. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then so here we're also going to talk about the body and what people expect us now. I always tell people that you cannot measure beauty uh, of an African woman when you're using the standards of whites. Okay, you cannot measure beauty of an African woman when you're using beauty standards of white people. Okay, you're not going to tell me you must starve yourself to be so slim so that you may look sexy. Okay, I must go hungry the whole day. I eat a biscuit. I like two of them and this glass of water, and I'm like, I want to be beautiful. I want to you understand? I have to be beautiful because they are measuring beauty according to the standards of white people, Europeans, you know and this is the beauty when you look at beauty pageants and all the beauty things all over Africa. They are not measuring beauty according to the standards of Africans. Sometimes I feel like I have to disagree with them a whole lot. They choose when we are looking at beauty, I think we should take a whole lot features about the majorities. Okay, you're not going to wake up and tell me you're choosing her, she's beautiful because she's crossbreed. I should say crossbreed. Or she's beautiful because she's mixed with an Indian, and she has long hair, so she's standing for African people. You choose her, she's beautiful because she has this black long hair because her other parent is an Indian or a European or an Arab person. So I mean, then why? Yeah, a whole lot. I mean, they're always, you know, trying to do that. Okay, you cannot start telling me, okay, and this is very common. I don't know how and when it's ever gonna end, but I feel like the journey is very, very, very long when it comes to Black people. Now, Nisha Penda says exactly, we are beautiful, understand it. We are not beasts and
Maria, is that
having
you eating
nothing.
all the goddamn biscuits up? Are you eating all the damn biscuits? How
No.
about you?
Uh,
Is that you eating all the biscuits? You say you're gonna be a white woman, you only eat one biscuit. Is that you eating all the biscuits up?
no, not really. Actually, Kid, it's very weird. Well, I have my elder cousin sister. She's in UK. And there is a time when I grew up watching her, seeing her eat biscuits. She could eat like three biscuits and a glass of water that she
Uh
wants
huh.
to be slim and then all that, you
Uh-huh.
know. So I'll be like, why
Well,
is she
black women,
doing this?
well,
Then, she, then,
you do
then
you
she'll be
do that
like,
because
you
you
don't
want to be a
know.
white
You're so
woman.
young. No, she wanted to be slim.
Okay, okay. Well, most black women are thick and curvy. Most black women are curvy. They got curves. That's black beauty. Most and Uganda women are known for having curves, being curvy, Miss Curvy. So that's the natural order of African women. I don't care if you're in Ghana, Uganda, Kenya,
Yeah, that's
South Africa. They're curvy. So they got to embrace the African side.
yeah. So that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying, that you cannot measure as a beauty standards of black people, Africans, according to European standards, you know. And I've also seen so heavy loaded this white people, like, so I don't know, but well, they feel like slim people are the ones who are sexy. I don't know the criteria at which sexiness is measured. Kid, what do you call sexy? I don't know.
I don't call
You know,
sexy looking. I don't call sexy having the body of a 12-year-old boy. That's what white people think is sexy. The white women have the figure of a 12-year-old boy because they're mostly homosexual. That's why the modeling industry of Europeans, the women look all emaciated, like they haven't eaten a biscuit, Maria. They don't even get to eat a biscuit. They might eat a little wafer. So they look emaciated because the European man is naturally a homosexual. He he prefers having sex with little boys. So he prefers his woman to be skinny and look pre pre pubescent. If the child is pre-pubescent, it turns him on. Like black men, we like our women to have hips and excuse the language, a derriere and and breast. We like that.
Mhm.
We don't want our women to look like the body of a 12-year-old boy. uh,
Okay, so if you look at all that, you know, like I was saying before, but they come out there making people believe that being thick and curvy is not a good thing. Okay, I'm not talking about obesity, like someone being so
we're not talking
extra
about
thick,
fat. We're
huge.
talking about thick and curvy. We're not talking about fat. We're talking about thick and
Aha,
curvy.
aha. So, so, but the question is, when they are making beauty pageants and all these other things, people are trying to show their beauty, they are trying to select who's more beautiful and what have you. They go for slim people, yet slim women in Africa are the minorities, you know, minorities. So this shows if my kid is seated and watching, that means that no, if I'm thick like this, I'm not beautiful. I'm supposed to be that slim, you know. You see, so this whole thing, I feel like they have to change like everything. Africa has to rewrite. Black people have to rewrite their history. They have to rewrite who they are. We are still following the Europeans and slavers' way of life, you know. So it's like we have to rewrite everything, our own structure, design our own kind of things, you know. Mm. So which is I
Although
don't
when I
know,
went to
which
Brazil,
is
when I went to Brazil a few years ago, the black women in Brazil, they were not ashamed of their curves. African women in Brazil were not ashamed of their curves. They were proud to be thick and curvy, and I was proud of them for being thick and curvy because
that's good.
they were looking quite delicious. Go ahead, Maria.
Well, I didn't know that you eat them.
Well, I'm not gonna eat them, but I would like to eat them up. 'Cause I like to eat them up. They were so delicious looking, So hell, they were so thick and curvy. So they were feeding my eyes, Maria. Understand? They were what? They were eye candy. So they were. I was getting. I was getting. I was getting sick off all the eye candy, Maria. They were eye candy. Uh-oh. Leah lost Maria. Oh no, no.
Nisha
Who else?
Panda says that yes, a lot of women want to look
Maria. Who else? Who else?
like, I like to look thick and I want to look thick and juicy like what? I'm trying to read some comments. Now Nisha Panda says yes, a lot of women want to look like I think slim, but I like to look thick and juicy like a oh god girl. Really? That's the deep down in your soul. Truth, Keith. But who wants to look like oh God, who wants to look like an iron board? That was Nisha Fender. I don't know. And George, welcome. Greetings, family, peace and love to the family. Judge, you're welcome. Nisha, welcome. Welcome to the family. Lando, I welcomed you before. Bob, I also welcomed you guys. Thank you very much for the comments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Yeah, I don't know, Keith. We should invite someone to come and
Go
we
ahead.
discuss this.
We'll go
I don't
ahead.
know. I'm gonna
We'll go
invite.
ahead. Put it.
I was trying to.
We'll go ahead. Put a link in the chat room. Then that's up to you. It's your show. Put a link in the
It
chat
is.
room.
Yes, I know. Uh, all right. I don't know. I think you should drop for them that link. I don't know because I'm seeing like Bob said he's working, so I don't think he's gonna be contributing on a live. Uh, you know, he said he's working, and I feel like it's working hours. So I don't know if you. It's never ever compare a hybrid to an African queen. They are not the same. Frame. Yes, Lando, you're true, but well, the world is comparing them. Uh, the world is actually comparing them. And the entertainment industries here, if you go and watch, I'll give you a reference of Tanzanian music like Platinum, that's Diamond Platinum. If you watch most of his musical videos, he has these hybrid babes, you know, and the hybrid women, the African Arab women always, because there's so many in Tanzania. So why does he have that? Yeah, he has access to a lot of original African women because this is what people want to see. So he knows when he puts that woman out there, people are gonna enjoy looking at that lady, the soft hair, and then the bleaching is like almost 65% of black people, black women and black men are bleaching. They have
Well,
to
well,
tan
for
their
him being in
skin.
Tanzania, there's a bunch of black women there. That's just, he he's choosing to put those hybrids in his video. A lot of African men, mine are messed up. Because there's nothing but beautiful African women in Tanzania, and we'll be there again beginning of the year, family. Beautiful women in Tanzania. So I don't know about the damn hybrid. you got you
Okay,
got a
okay,
bunch of
kid.
beautiful African music.
Now,
Go ahead.
kid in Zanzibar, in Tanzania, at the coast of Zanzibar, history has it. There was a slave trade, okay, with the sultans of Oman
Yeah,
at that
well,
time. The
remember,
sultan,
The sultans were African. They were not Arabs. Original Arabs are black. The sultans were black, even though they were vicious. They was, You gotta go look at the old
Now
images. They
let
were
me
not
say,
hybrids. Those sultans were
now
black
King,
men.
here,
Oh, go ahead.
when you remember that time of sultans coming to the coast of Zanzibar, Queen Elizabeth was in already controlling Oman. You know that?
Of course, of course.
So
Okay, okay. What time are you
yes,
talking?
so
What?
the
Yeah, but what time are we talking about? You talking about uh um
and
what day are we
I was
talking?
trying to I was trying to talk I was trying to tell you how that this Arab these other races come in.
Oh
I
yeah,
call
yeah,
them
yeah,
Arabs
yeah,
because at that
yeah. You
time
got
they
a
were
bunch of white.
into
Yes, you got a bunch of white Arabs that did infiltrate Tanganyika. You did, you did. But I'm just saying the power was still in the hands of African men, even though they they practice Islam. But I'm saying he was an African man. I can put up to them because he wanted to be counted as they was robbing up Africa in in the Berlin Conference. They told him no,
Mhm.
Negro. Told his ass no. We're gonna conquer you too. We're gonna get rid of your ass. Those you know, we don't care if you're black, you're sultan, we're getting rid of you. We're taking all the land in Africa. We're not leaving you in
Mhm.
charge of no damn Zanzibar. We're getting rid of you too, stupid. So, so yes. So
Well,
but you do got a but you also got a big white population that lives in Zanzibar because it's a beautiful place. And we will be in
mhm,
Zanzibar again. We will be in Zanzibar too. It's a beautiful place. And so
mhm.
Europeans don't want you. These European no good bastards don't want to leave Africa. Africa Africa is the pearl of the world, and Uganda is the pearl of Africa. You like the way I did that.
That's true. Well, I want to read Um, unsunken. Why I call that unsunken one? Well, I was trying to, yesterday I read your name like unshaken, and mosquito was laughing at me like the whole day. So I want to read your comment, but I'm even afraid to say your name before someone else starts laughing at me. So yeah, now I will say guys, thank you very much for coming. And we are talking about self-hate among Black people, worldwide. Okay, we are talking about self-hate. And we're talking about, you cannot love someone when you do not love yourself. That's one thing I know for sure. So if we talk about Black people loving each other when they cannot love themselves, then we are not, then we don't know what we are talking about. So I feel like we should first love each other, and then we are talking about why and how, okay, don't they love each other or love themselves? So we came to understand, we were talking, someone was telling me about Jesus complex being a problem, but again, media propaganda is
Yep,
also another problem, you know,
that's true.
and also education systems, also the curriculum at which most Africans, study. Like when I remember when I was in primary school, they were telling us that we come from baboons, chimpanzees, monkeys, you know.
Didn't
So
did,
when I
but
was little, I was,
then you also said that some preacher told you that the white people were the human beings and he didn't understand hue meant color. Hue means
mm,
African people.
so that's
That's
why
how
that's
that's how ignorant, dangerous these damn preachers can be. Hue means color, stupid. Human being. You can't be a human being unless you're African.
Oh yes, that's true. So when young Africans are growing up, more especially those who have been in school, you look at a monkey or chimpanzee, you are like, okay, now this is my brother. If it's a she, it's like, okay, this is my sister, because like when we're growing up, they tell us that we came from the chimpanzees. You understand?
No,
So how
but
can you
look, but
compare
look,
me to that?
you can't because you know why? As African people, unless you've been messing with other white, the hybrids, you have no monkey, you have no chimpanzee genetics. They do, Maria.
Please
That's what
explain.
they don't teach you.
Uh-huh.
They
Uh-huh.
got they got genetics, and that's why we were talking about on the mother on the voice of the motherland yesterday. I was showing them about life. The lice knows that white people are animals. That's why lice goes in their hair. Doesn't go in black people's hair. Doesn't go in human beings' hair. You can't keep lice in your hair, Maria. Neither can I. But it goes in white people's hair because that's an animal, not a human. Human being means HU, hue, color,
Yeah.
black, human.
So
So ask,
so yeah,
so when they get to talking that crap, say, listen, you got the Neanderthal genetics, Mr. White Man. You got the monkey, not me. You the monkey man.
that's true. So I do feel like what they have done a very big job to make us feel
Yes,
so inferior. But if black
yes.
people would wake up and realize how strong and godly they are, that means we're going to be the strongest person ever. We're going to be the strongest people ever, you know. But of course, they know that. So what do? They make us feel like, no, we can't be like others, because they know who we are. So sometimes I feel like the reason why, they're doing all this, because why? I don't see a reason why you should wake up one time and turn your history to mine. Okay, and turn. You can't love yourself if your God looks like others and not like you. Well, that was George Guy. That's true, brother. So you cannot wake up one time and say that, you know, um, I'm proud to be who I am. You understand? And then someone else will be like, okay, proud to be like what? Proud to be like a black person, or proud to be an African, or proud to be whatever it is. First of all, other brothers and sisters have made us also feel like we are not humans. Because when you feel like your fellow is a human being, then you treat them like one. But when you look at most Africans in diaspora, more especially those who go there, you know, I was watching a video. Uh, One brother, I don't want to mention the country where he was coming from, I think was demanding someone like a very little amount of money. That was $15, and had to, give me my money. And the fellow was like, okay, I do not have that money. I feel like even black people have a temper. At some point, I said, what's happening to black people and temper? So the brother just broke a bottle and pierced the other throughout the tummy, and ooh, the guy fell on camera and was bleeding. The police was just passing, no one was caring until he died. So I was like, what's happening to black people? I mean, $15, that I mean, I cannot kill somebody because of that money. I don't know, no, even what, I don't know how amount of money that can push me to do such act. I can see Nisha Penda kid. I think so. Uh, George, you can let me try to read some comments. I don't know if you guys are hearing me. It's like everyone is freezing. I don't
No,
know.
they
You
hear
you
you.
got to talk.
I hear you. Yeah,
So
they hear you.
I feel like we hate each other so much, and we have too much anger for each other. We hate each other that we are not afraid to kill ourselves. I mean, someone else can kill me. Someone else can kill my other black brother and sister out there. But when you do that, then I'm like, something is not right. Kill. What do you think about black people killing each other?
Hold on, give me a second, Maria. Give me 1 minute. I'll answer you. I'm washing my hands. All
Well,
right, can you
go
hear me?
go go. says that it's not about the money. They are really angry inside.
No,
Oh,
it's about
you
about
are
the self
angry
hate.
inside. Okay, okay. I want to believe the anger. I don't know whether it's me who does not get this game, but
Can I get
when I like me a black person out there, I feel like I've met someone I'm
in,
so close to. I feel like I've met someone who's gonna understand me, someone I'm gonna talk to, and gonna put, But I don't know. When you say they have really
yeah,
anger
um,
inside, anger
and
about
wife.
what? What? But black people have a temper. I don't know much about. I've not taken time to watch
It's
white
right here.
people. I've not taken time
Oh
to
no.
look at
Let me
other
get some.
races and
Let me
see
get
what they
some.
do because I'm,
Let me get
I'm
some
not really concerned about
potatoes.
what they do. Most of the time, I'm looking at my fellow people,
Yeah,
and they got this, you know, fighting all the time. Our videos of
yeah.
black women fighting, dressing themselves on camera. Others are busy, taking that on camera, laughing, watching that disgrace. I don't know if that's a normal kind of life. Okay. Bob says that, but I was watching a video this morning on Tanzania and the people fighting, stealing, and robbing one another. So it's worldwide. Yes, it's worldwide. I'm not talking about Africa in a certain party, in a certain place. Of course, this is worldwide. You know, that hate is too much. We don't feel that brotherly love. We don't have that kind of feeling, kind of love towards our fellow brothers and sisters out there. I don't know, should I say that we are so greedy or something? Now, George says our anger is misguided when we'll kill each other for 15, but not for love, for a loved one. That's true. Kid, we hear you. Tupakana biscuit, Popo has spent. All right, now Bobby is saying, I would call you back tomorrow. I would call you black too, Maria. I think the more disorganized, the more angry people are. Well, well, that could be true. I agree with you. I agree with you, Bob. I agree with you, but oh God, I don't know. This whole anger sometimes, well, scares me. It scares me to be around a high level. I'm this kind of person. I'm a loner kind of person who is not always around a lot of people, because I find some other people's characters and behaviors very disturbing. But not like I don't like being with people, just like the way they do things. You know, Sometimes I wonder, and I'm like, okay, how on earth? Okay, so
All right.
I don't know. I don't want to talk much
Let me
about.
answer your question, Maria. We act that way because we have a lot of self hate that was given to us by other people. We were conquered through colonialism and slavery, and they gave us a big dose of hatred. When people steal your history, so you also got your history stolen. They stole your history, told you you was nothing, and then they hate you for being who you are. And so when you internalize that, right, you internalize that, the next black person that you see on the street, you hate him because you've been told to hate yourself. And that's why you fight and kill one another. So that's why
So
you're
that's true.
that's
I agree with you. So
just like in Uganda now. You got you got people running crazy in Uganda, but I bet they're not killing none of the Asians that are there. They're not killing none of the East Indians that are there. They're not killing no one but other African people that look like them.
oh yes, like Bob said that deep down black people know they can't put that anger towards the white man or the oppressor,
Exactly.
so they will turn it towards those that are closest to them. That's true. I agree with you. Could be that could be. Um, I was telling you recently, I talked to Keith. I was supposed to come live, but I was punched on my face.
Yeah, no, that
Look at
ain't
that.
funny, Maria. My God, that's
It
not
was
funny.
telling me it's not funny.
That's not funny. That, that had me worried about you. That ain't funny shit.
Okay, wait. I laugh because whenever I recall that incident, I'm like, shit, did this really happen to me? Because
Like, like damn.
it happened so fast. Now, let me tell you the story, guys. Now, I was outside. It was like 30 by half past 6 p.m. And I was supposed to come join kids on the shore. So that day I was having my phone. I was trying to subscribe for more data, and then just on my around my house, I just saw somebody's shadow coming close. I didn't know that it was a man. This man just punched my face so seriously. I fell down because it had rained that time. He started punching me. He wanted this phone. I mean, I was like, he even doesn't know how much the phone costs. He wants to kill me because of this phone. And then not only me, others are stopping cars like at night. Those cars driving at night. That we are in a struggle. We are fighting. We are collecting money for the struggle, whatever struggle it is. I don't know. But I was near killed. My whole face was full of bruises and was swollen. And my nose was bleeding just because of a phone. A grown ass man. A man was huge, grown, energetic. He was supposed to be somewhere working. And he's punching me because, ooh. I said, my God. Okay, it's not funny, I know, but what makes me laugh is just what has the world turned into? A phone, and you want to kill someone because of a phone? Really? So, well, we don't love each other because if we had that love, I don't think another person would come and do such kind of a thing you know, to you. We are supposed to be looking out for each other, but instead we are fighting each other, which is very, very. But now, Lando Winter says the anger black folk exhibit is self hatred of not knowing thyself, okay, or a history of self. Yes, Lando. Yeah, one. Thank you. But I'm fine now, though I feel a little bit pain on my tooth. But I'm fine. I'm fine. That's life, and that shit happens. That's why I'm always in my house very early. I don't just go out like. And I'm always in my house when it's 6. I'm always inside when I'm not good inside. It's not because of the security, but I just don't want to come across such kind of thing. But this one for me then now, America exports its materialism all over the world, and we do not love ourselves. George, that's true. We do not. We do not. I've experienced that and I've seen that among black people. We do not. If we did love each other, if we did love ourselves, of course we would be loving our brothers and sisters. You are not expected to love someone else when you do not love yourself. You know, you cannot tell me that, Maria, you know what, I love you, when you do not love yourself. Then do you even understand the definition of that very word? So today we've not had a lot of people coming in live. I think you guys are busy with the work. It's night here, and this is a very interesting show. I still want to read 3 to 4 comments before I say good night and good morning that side.
Well, what's the solution,
George,
Maria? What's the solution to self love and to love each other? What's the solution?
uh, the solution, I do believe that first and foremost we should first and foremost that we should accept that we are black people, and we stop looking at ourselves like we are inferior people. Being dark
Yep.
skinned is not a sickness. Being a black person is not sickness, but again, it is superior, you know. So it's, I feel like we should also read much about our history. Let's get our history rewritten. Let's read the real, right, correct books, not the books which were written by our oppressors and Europeans
by our
uh,
presses.
are there to drive us astray. But if we read the real books, let us look for the real history. It is there. And by that
It
we
is
shall
it.
get to know, because
It is.
most of our
It is it, Maria. And everything you said is true because that's what taught me not to hate myself but to love me being African. Because me, I had to know my history. Because the white man said we was never nobody. We 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 were stupid and dumb. We were dumb black people. We was less than human beings. But then when I studied my history and knew who we were, it took me to knowing who I am. And it brought me in such love of myself and my people. That's why I fight for my people. And that's why I built what I built through knowledge
that.
and self reflection. That's why we have Black Eye Fire. We spit hot fire on all these no good Mzungus. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's true now. Bob says it's terrible. It's terrible. I tell myself every day that I will not succumb to acting like that. People have lost hope and see no other way. I see many black people who feel hopeless and careless. Well, that's true. That it's a very sad fact. It's a very sad and heart touching fact. But yeah, it's very very sad for people to feel hopeless and careless. And it's very true. At some point there is one, a friend of mine told me something that he doesn't want to have kids anymore. I always used to talk about black family, and how black people should create an army. That's a crazy part of me. I mean, I don't want to talk about it right now here, but I was like, if we're gonna create an army of people who are gonna be fighting, then it should start from our home. It should start from your family. You cannot be a man and you don't want to have kids, and then you're talking about army. Where are you gonna get that army from? I mean, you're gonna get someone else children to be, so
That's
so
true.
you should
Yeah.
start, you should start with your own army. Create your own at home. Say, yeah, you know what? I have 7 soldiers right now, and I'm looking
Uh,
for others to add on. You don't go around with someone else's children.
Maria, you too damn smart. You too damn smart. Them Zungo gonna get you, sweetheart. You're too damn smart, right? That's why he's trying to stop us. That's why he's trying to stop us from making our own soldiers with these vaccinations. All right, you got these
Hmm.
soldiers. You black women that create too many babies. You heard Bill Gates and and, and the French president meet that what's what's that French president's name? Uh, 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 Macron. You niggas are making too many babies. You black women, Macron. You need feminism. You nigga broads,
Hmm.
you women need feminism so you won't have all these babies. Because I don't want you making no damn armies.
Hmm.
You're right. You're right. That's
so,
what it is. That's
so,
what
so,
you have these babies. You're making armies. Especially if you get a good black woman and a good black man, and they love themselves and be able to teach their children self love. Now you're building an army that can defend you against this no good Mzungu. You can go back
oh
and knock
yes.
him in his head. When he tell you, listen, here, you're an African, you ain't no good, and you smack him in his face in front of other black people, like, oh my God, what's going on? You smack him in his mouth. This is Africa. Hell wrong with you. I'm African. This is Africa. You better get your ass off this continent talking crazy to me.
Hmm. So that's all the army that black people all need to create. So I feel like yet they are trying so very very much to intermarry with
Yes,
black
that's what,
people. They're
that's what we
trying.
were talking about. That's what we were
You know
talking
you
about
you
on yesterday's show. You're right, because they need our genetics, Maria. But you, because
Yes.
you're not human, but they need your genetics because you have the best genetics on the planet because you're the
Yeah, the
human.
vampire suckers.
Yeah, exactly. They need our genetics. So I say, but like say, most of black women are ignorant and they're put in poverty and they see these white men as a savior complex because of the Jesus thing. Say, oh, the white man's got money, he'll save me. Just like you just had in Kenya, you had that white man, Maria, infecting all those black women with AIDS. He slept with hundreds of black
Yeah.
Kenyan women and knowingly
No,
gave
they
them
can
AIDS.
say that. Yeah, I read about that. It was so
Yeah.
sad. I read about it. And then you see what I'm talking about? They make you feel like you are okay. They make black men and black women feel like African black people are not like to the standards of their liking. And then what do? They pass around. And when a black woman sees a white man coming, not me anyway, not me, when a black woman see
no,
most
not.
of the black
I know
women
not you.
when they see this white man coming around, they'll be like, okay, now this is my savior, you know. But if I'm
Hmm.
loved by Mzungu, I'm gonna be moving around my city, and everyone is gonna be like, yeah, he got this white man. Oh,
See, see,
so you
exactly.
see what
See,
I'm
so
talking about?
so you talk about a sickness, Maria, when a white man, a white person is now a thing to brag about. It's not an accomplishment. You getting a white man's an accomplishment, and he's full of damn AIDS, and you don't even know he's giving you a care package. He said, take this
And then
package.
he
Here go this
was
care
so,
package.
and then he was posting this all over social media like he was proud of what he did.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a war tactic, Maria. Because they want her to go. They want the women to go back sleep with men to infect the men with AIDS. That's what I told you. If you ever that's why every black woman I ever messed with, hey, you been with a white man? Cause you just say yes, I had. Yeah, well, good. I ain't fucking with you. you been you been with a white man? I can't touch you. you been, white man touch you? He gave you some kind of AIDS or something. I can't mess with you. I said, goodbye, sister. They go to the door. What, Keith? we okay, man, this Maria. I'll pick you up. We go I take you out to a nice restaurant. We're talking, getting to know each other. I said, hey Maria, you ever been with a white man? She said, yes, a couple years ago. Oh, I said, okay, cool, okay, Maria. I said, yeah, the order's coming. Yeah, okay, the order's coming. I said, excuse me, Maria, I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll dip out by the bathroom, jump in my car, and leave your ass right at that restaurant. He said, is my date coming back? I said, oh, he left a few minutes ago. He jumped in his car and left and left you the bill.
Well, but you're right. You're actually right. How on earth are you going to mingle with such kind of spirit? I mean, but you know, I don't know. We really have a high lot of we have a big job to do because we need to consciously awaken a lot of people. I feel like more especially when it comes to Africa. Now, I'm so proud of a lot of AA people, because they are awakening. They understand this again more than many African people who are supposed to be understanding this more. So I don't know,
Yeah, like
maybe that the hate they
it,
have experienced has pushed them to look for where they belong, to look for who they are.
well,
When
that, well,
there
that,
is a proverb, there is
But
a
but that's
proverb
what we
when it
but
comes
that's what
to.
we're doing. Let me do your proverb. But that's what we're doing here, Maria. That's why we're on the continent. You in Uganda, Ruby in Zimbabwe, Cammy in Kenya. We're waking up the continent now, Queen. That's what we're doing. We're waking up people in America and the continent. That's what we're doing. So read your proverb. I'll let you get on out of here
Mm.
and go to sleep. I'll tell you proverb.
We have a proverb, like I was saying before that, uh, AA people are so more conscious than many Africans, because maybe because of how they've been treated. the ill treatment they've received have pushed
Yeah.
them to try so hard to find
Because
who they are, which drives me to a proverb
yes.
that says that who chases you. I mean, I'm doing a direct translation, okay? Our mosquito
Okay.
does not laugh at me this time. So they say, who
Uh,
chases you shows you way, okay? Someone who's chasing you shows you way. So you may be
hmm
stranded somewhere else, but when I get a road and I'm chasing you, you will definitely find a way, okay? You know, okay, I'm supposed to pass here now because you don't want to be hit by someone. So I feel like this, and I'm so proud of how a lot of AA people are for being consciously, working
Well,
and they're
we're still a
trying
bunch of
to
well,
work.
it's still a bunch of us asleep, Maria. We still got like maybe we got maybe 15%, and on the continent like five or maybe one. You're the rarity. We're the rarity too. But I'm saying only because it's 50% because of all the rape and abuse. We was abused longer in slavery than colonialism. And so
Yes.
we're still dead in the head too. We're still messed up too. We're still messed up. So we're all working our way out of this thing. And you know the hardest thing for black people to give up white Jesus. They'll kill you for white Jesus, Maria. They'll kill you for
Mm.
sweet white Jesus. Ask George in the chat room. George, 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 George,
George says that
George,
why
George.
Jesus loves you and the place
They
for you
tried
in
to
the
kill
sky.
they tried to kill George in Canada. George said, "Oh, please stop, put down sweet white Jesus." They made George run down the street in Canada, Maria. They chased him. They were going to kill him. They were going to beat him up. George, 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 George ran it. George said he was fast that day.
Well, George, sorry for that. You don't interfere with white Jesus.
He better not. Hey, he learned. Hey, he learned not to do that no more, Marie. He learned not to interfere with white Jesus.
Mhm. Well, let me read some comments.
Okay,
Let me
okay, go
read
ahead, Maria.
some comments. Bob says that's sad that some of us believe that beasts we cannot trust or believe anything they say or do. Now that's true, Bob. That's true. We really believe in this. Most people believe in the white Jesus category. Now Monique says, "Yep, that shit stays in the immune system for years." We shit. I've not read the comment about that shit. Well, then, then a second one says, "Excuse myself to the restroom." Okay, you are excused. And George I say that why Jesus loves you and has a place for you in the sky. Don't walk around for the gift. Okay, now Monique still says the beast salute. And Lando says, Maria, I have noticed that more you get religion in Africa, the African goes further backward, seeker and lust of self and tradition and history. That's true. That's true. Of course, when you look at religion, it does not agree with the tradition, Africa's tradition and
that,
culture. 100%. We shall look at that as another topic. Sometime we're going to talk about how religion has defiled our tradition and Africa
that is a good
and
topic.
culture in Africa. 100%. That's going to be a topic for next time. It's already
Yeah, that's a good
midnight
topic.
here. Catching me is fast.
Yeah.
Midnight, kids.
We let we
Yeah,
let we
you
let Maria
guys.
go. We let Maria go to sleep. Say much love. Let her get out of here. And when you do African tradition, the Mzungu and the other dumb Africans say you're worshiping the devil. You no good black people. Stop it. Stop worshiping your ancestors. You're doing devil worshiping. Then you just walk over
Oh
because you
yes,
know yourself
next
and
time,
you smack him in the
next.
face and say, "Get away." Much love.
Oh yeah, next time we're gonna talk about tradition and culture and how our religion has defiled that tradition and culture of Africa. On Breaking the Matrix, of course, and Black Wi-Fi Network with me, Maria Mpenziwa, Africa. Now it
They,
is late for me, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving my show. Keith, it's a good night from me. I'm gonna bed.
good
It's
night.
midnight already. And George, Lando, Monique, Bob, yeah,
You see that
okay.
last
And
comment?
thank
George
you.
said they tried to
Wait,
stone him.
I want to read all
George,
your names.
George,
What?
George, George said they tried to stone him for messing with white Jesus. Good night.
Yes, I read that. Lando, I already read that. I think Nisha Panda, yes. I think I've all read your names. Thank you very much for loving me. Thank you very much for loving Black Fire Network. We are family. I say good night to you in Uganda. It's
Good
15 minutes
night.
past midnight. I'm supposed to be going to bed. I love you all. Thank you. Bye. Meet me tomorrow
May sweet
with yet
Goodbye,
another.
Maria. May sweet Jesus visit you tonight in your room and say, Hallelujah. Good night, y'all. Much love, everybody. I'm gone.
Bye bye.